Greetings, nerds and madams. I'm Seraphic0, and we're playing Gundam Battle Operation 2. So, this is a pair of matches from Friday that one of Salty's stream viewers suggested that we do. So, the best way to summarize it is it's an Ace and Grunt match. So, the rules are each side is going to each have a Gundam. The Gundam has to have a beam rifle equipped. And outside of the Gundam, each side can only have Grunt mobile suits, Jims or Zaku's. And as it turns out, everybody picked, almost everybody picked Jims for the first round. So we went ahead and did a second round later on where we did Gelgugs and Zaku's instead. So of course I picked the Jim Cannon because it is obviously superior to the Gundam. And I'm only half kidding in that way because, yeah, since everybody's in Gundams and Jims, obviously the Jim Cannon is going to have a pretty impressive type advantage over them. And also the fact that it can combo into its beam spray gun means it's going to be very, very devastating. Very good for damage output. But, you know, of course, due to low mobility, I'll have to be very careful about how I position myself. Okay, so I went ahead and captured point D because I really hate when we get our spawn point captured and we get pushed back to the base. So right now I'm just counter-sniping this other Jim Cannon. And, you know, maybe this is not a good angle, so I'm gonna see if I can move into a better position. Yeah, and this match ended up being pretty fun, although I hope that in the future, if the game adds in situation battles like the first game did, that they make some changes to it. So, situation battles, if you didn't know, it was a mode in Gundam Battle Operation 1 where basically the game pre-selected mobile suits for you in certain scenarios, kind of like the Gundam Hijack from 0083 or something, and so you'd have a Zephyranthes versus a Phasalis match, something like that, and everyone else was in captured Zaku's and Doms, that type of crap. But the thing about those situation battles is everybody enjoyed them because it kind of removed the pay-to-win aspect of the game. It really just depended on the team coordination, and then also this is less good, the random factor of who got the strong mobile suits in that, but generally I think that was the most played mode in the first game. My only problem with situation battle was that a lot of them were very boring. And that was because a lot of the situation battles just stocked the teams with very low level, very low tiered Grunt mobile suits, and those things are just not very fun to play in. So I kind of feel sorry for everyone using a Jim right now. But me using a Jim Cannon, this is a suit I like a lot, and at high levels it has very, very high damage output. So I think that if they were to reintroduce situation battles, they should do it where all the mobile suits, even the Grunts, are very high level, because there's not really any reason not to do that. You should at least, give people high performance suits that are fun to use. Yeah, I'm when it comes to gameplay balance, I'm always going to lean towards making things more fun. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so in this match, Rob is my fellow Jim Cannon, and we're doing a pretty good job of just shredding everybody apart here. Yeah, I didn't fire off my cannon right away, because sometimes you want to stagger the stuns so that, you can keep people stun locked. That was a bit of a waste of a shot. And throughout these entire matches, I'm trying to capture point E, but I find that these Jims, they just respawn so fast that I don't have the opportunity to safely capture the point, so it's a bit of a mess. And I am getting absolutely hammered right now. God damn. I think they'd buy me dinner first before they hit me so fucking hard. Okay, so yeah, I tried to bail my suit, but that didn't work out very well, so we're spawned back in. Thankfully the respawn time is very short. Yeah, and that position right there, standing on top of that building, is actually one of my favorite nest positions, on this map. Yeah, it gives you a lot of interesting maneuverability and cover, and also really good firing angles to get around these buildings. Unfortunately, I don't tend to get to use it very often because I don't tend to play on this, like yeah, so it's kind of on the Xeon side of the map, and I, for some reason, don't like spawn on that side very often. Although, you know, it's just A and B now. Okay, this looks like another Jim Cannon. I'm not really sure who that is. Yeah, so my legs are busted. The level 1 Jim Cannon actually doesn't have enough slots to put on leg reinforcements, so it is pretty much a walking coffin. You don't... What the crap? Yeah, I was trying to make my way to point E again, but I don't know how, but I guess Gary managed to slash me with his beam saber, even though I had cover from one of my allies. That was kind of bizarre. Oh well. Okay, so yeah, the aces were selected a while ago. Thankfully, McLeod Gundam is our ace with, you know, the Gundam and the beam rifle. He just has insane damage output, like in that thing. And I don't know how, but both of the aces got taken down. That's a little bizarre. Oh no, and on our opponent's side, it looks like their Gundam is not actually their ace, so that's going to make it a little challenging for them to score points. Although, like, you know, if their ace gets destroyed, he's only worth 300 points, so I guess that's a nice way to balance that out. Good lord, that was a that was a really short-lived spawn there. Oh, that's Duchess. She's using... looks like animation colors for the Jim Cannon. You know, I don't actually know if the Jim Cannon was ever in the animation. The only time I've ever seen it was in the first Thunderbolt movie, where all those noobs got, like, totally, yeah, they got messed up pretty bad. So, yeah, that's the only time I've seen Jim Cannons. Okay, looks like Rob got a nice counter on that mobile suit, and here's Duchess again. Got her in the shin, but, you know, we timed out, so let's see how we did on the score. Yeah, so I have my Jim in kind of a dark copper color. I kind of like it. Alright, so McLeod did exactly what he should have as an ace. He got top everything, so good for him. Yeah, for some reason that night he basically got ace every single match. So yeah, I think we've been playing together like for a while, like since Battle Operation 1, but I actually haven't seen him in a few years. So I guess in that time he's been training in secret, and now he's like some sort of crazy badass. So, alright, so here is the second match, and we're going with Gelgoobs as our aces and Zaku's for everything else. So you can pick Zaku 2s, I think Zaku 1s are permissible, and Zaku cannons. You know, I'm not really sure if the Zaku cannon is it a Zaku 1 or 2? I'm not terribly sure. But yeah, I don't really own any Zakus. I thought the Zaku 1 was probably a bad choice, so I went with a Zaku 2, and it turns out it can actually equip the MMP-80, which is a very fast-firing machine gun. It's stat-wise, it's kind of equivalent to the 90mm bullpup on the Federation side, so it actually has fantastic damage output. And, you know, if I had the choice, I would have used a Zaku cannon instead, but you know, I don't have one. So, you know, here we are. Okay, and it looks like there's a Zaku 1 on the enemy side, and it got completely shredded by these machine guns, so that's going to be a prime target for me. Okay, so the problem in this match is that, like, while my machine gun does have very good damage output... Jesus, did somebody just shoot me in the back? Yeah, I have good damage output, but I just don't really have any stopping power, and I think almost everybody on the enemy side is using a bazooka, so I'm just gonna get stun locked to death, like 20 times during this match or something. Ugh, yeah, and it looks like my grenade didn't go off. I don't know what it is, but it kind of feels like the grenades on this Zaku 2, they don't really work as well as grenades on other suits. Like, maybe the hitbox is a bit smaller, I don't know. Yeah, but still big enough to catch 2 people. Oh, Jesus. Okay, here's this guy trying to flank us, and, you know, I'm very wary of people trying to flank our formation, so he goes down first. And I'm just getting the shit beat out of me, Jesus. Alright, so I bailed on my suit, and it was kind of an odd choice, but honestly, I haven't had a lot of time to explore this map, and it turns out you can't really crawl through that space, so I'm just going to turn around and capture point A. You know, because it was just the closest thing available, and I didn't want to spend forever just wandering around on foot. Okay, here we are. Rejoin the formation. I ended up behind the enemy formation. A very good place to be. Although I've seen the radar, someone's coming up behind me. And it is the enemy Galgoop. This is actually Rob. And Rob is a nasty customer, because he mains the Galgoop quite often, and he's very, as you can see, he's fairly good with it. Although it wasn't as though my Zaku stood a chance against that thing, but yeah, that is quite a dangerous foe to run into. Okay, got the grenade kill on that guy. Oh, it looks like our aces are selected, so we should try to leave our kills like up to those guys. Okay, here's the Zaku 1. I should be able to do a lot of damage to it. Yeah, 200 per shot at that rate of fire is just amazing. Oh god. Yeah, I really wish there were more ways to mitigate stun effects. Like, I really wish they didn't take out, you know, kneeling to mitigate stun. That was actually a really useful mechanic that kind of added more depth to the gameplay, you know, and you know, I'm always for that. But yeah, I guess, I don't know, they just wanted the stun mid up very strong or whatever. Oh, Jesus. Alright, I think Rob shot me in the face. Yeah, he has pretty good aim with the beam rifle. Unfortunately for me, I'm actually kind of terrible with beam rifles. I guess I have stupid fingers, and yeah, I always end up missing, even though I spend forever aiming those things. Yeah, that's why I primarily use machine guns on this channel, because, yeah, spray and pray. Alright, that guy's backing off. He still has invincibility. Okay, it looks like Rob is fairly close to getting destroyed, so I'm just gonna harass him. Alright, there we go. Okay, Rob's destroyed. I got 1,200 points for that. That is a lot of points. Ah, crap, and now our ace is getting swarmed. There's not much I can do, because I don't really have any stopping power on this thing. Maybe I should be trying to, like down slash people with my Heat Hawk, but I don't really remember if the Zaku has Balancer or not, so I don't know if that's a good idea. Okay, who is that right there? Looks like the Zaku 1. Okay, and I'm gonna try to leave it for Merrick, but I don't know where he is exactly. Yeah, looks like Gary got it instead. Come on, Gary, it's ace mode. Okay, dang it, Rob. Ugh. I think I took a bazooka shot to the face. Yeah, it was strike. Yeah, I really wish I had a Zaku cannon for this instead. That would have really changed the dynamics of the match. Yeah, Zaku cannons are ridiculously strong. They have very high shooting correction, and they can use the MMP-80. So, on top of the high damage correction, they have a very fast-firing weapon. Those things are lethal. Okay, so it looks like we took the match, and I somehow got top score despite spending most of the match flying around like an asshole and getting stun locked to death. I think most of the points might have just been from scoring that kill on Rob. But it looks like that troll got the highest damage in a Zaku cannon, because of course, you know, Zaku cannon is very good for damage output. Oh, and I got a drop. Let's see what it is. A gun cannon level 2. No, I don't have one of these yet, so that's pretty cool. Alright guys, that's it for the matches. Hopefully you enjoyed them. They were pretty fun, so that's gonna be it for now. We'll see you next time.